Money is not paper, nor is it coins, bank accounts, or investments. Money is an idea. It is a product of the mind before it ever becomes something tangible. Your mind is the factory of wealth. If your mind is poor, your life will be poor. If your thoughts are limited, your financial success will be limited. But if your mind is abundant, your hands will never lack. The greatest asset you possess is not in your wallet, it is in your mind. This is why some people who win the lottery end up broke within years. Every wealthy person, because their financial condition changed, but their mindset remained the same. Wealth is every business empire, by money itself. Every investment, it is every financial by breakthrough thinking started as a seed in the soil of the mind. The mind is the engine that drives your financial future, and the key to unlocking success is mastering the principles that govern wealth. You cannot attract what you do not respect, and you cannot keep what you do not understand. If you see money as something elusive, it will always evade you. But if you see it as a tool, as a servant that responds to wisdom and discipline, then you will command it. A poverty mindset is not the absence of money, it is the absence of vision. People with a poverty mindset believe that money is scarce, that wealth is only for a select few, and that success is a matter of luck rather than principles. This is why many people work hard but never seem to progress. They believe their income determines their wealth, but in reality, it is their mindset that determines it. It is possible to have a high salary and still be broke. It is possible to run a successful business and still struggle financially. Why? Because financial success is not measured by how much you earn, see yourself but by how you think, how you manage. But if you understand that your skills, what comes your knowledge, and your wisdom can create wealth, then you will begin to attract opportunities. The wealthiest people in the world do not work for money, they make money work for them. They do not see money as their goal, they see it as a result of mastering principles. What you believe about money shapes your financial reality. If you believe wealth is evil, you will subconsciously reject opportunities that lead to it. If you believe money is hard to get, you will live a life of struggle. But if you believe that financial success is a matter of discipline, wisdom, and value, then you will set yourself on a path that leads to abundance. Everything in life operates by laws. There are laws of gravity, laws of motion, and laws of wealth. Just as you cannot violate the law of gravity without consequences, you cannot ignore the laws of money and expect success. The first law is that money flows in the direction of wisdom. Foolishness repels wealth, but wisdom attracts it. If you are financially struggling, do not just look at your job or business, look at your mindset. What have you been believing? What habits have you formed? What financial principles do you follow? The second law is that money grows where it is planted. Money does not multiply in spending, it multiplies in investing. If all you do is work for money but never make money work for you, then you will always be in a cycle of earning. The greatest battle you will fight is created when money is put in the right environment to grow. The chains of poverty are not external, they are internal. If you break the mental limitations, the financial limitations will follow. Wealth begins with a decision to think differently, money is not the problem, to see money differently, and to handle finances nor bad, neither righteous nor evil. It simply takes on the character of the hands that hold it and the mind that controls it. The issue is not the presence or absence of money. The issue is the mindset that governs how you see, use, and manage it. Your mindset is the gatekeeper of your financial destiny. Two people can be given the same amount of money, yet one will multiply it while the other will waste it. Why? Because money follows mentality. The way you think about money determines how you handle it. If you see money as a tool for survival, you will always live paycheck to paycheck. If you see money as an instrument of power, you will always be chasing it, yet never feel like you have enough. But if you see money as a resource to be stewarded, multiplied, and used for purpose, many people believe that financial success is about how much they make in your life. In reality, it is about how they think. If you do not shift your thinking, no amount of money will change your financial condition permanently. That is why professional athletes and entertainers can earn millions and still go broke. That is why some people inherit wealth and yet lose it within years, because money follows mindset, and where the mind is weak, wealth cannot stay. If you think small, you will live small. If you believe money is hard to get, then you will always struggle. If you think wealth is only for a chosen few, then you will never step into abundance. But when you renew your mind, when you change your financial belief system, when you start seeing money as something that works for you rather than something you work for, then everything shifts. What you believe about money will either empower you or imprison you. If you were raised hearing statements like, money doesn't grow on trees, or rich people are greedy, or there's never enough, then those thoughts become your financial reality. Your subconscious mind holds on to those beliefs and creates a life that reflects them. Even if opportunities come, your mindset will reject them. Even if resources breakthroughs do not into your hands, in your bank your habits will begin in your mind. Your thoughts are like a thermostat that sets the temperature for your financial life. If you have a poverty thermostat, no matter how much money comes into your hands, you will unconsciously bring yourself back down to that level. But if you raise your financial thermostat, if you start thinking like a wealth creator, if you start seeing money as something that can be controlled, directed, and multiplied, then you will begin to see different money results. Responds to those who understand it. It moves toward those who respect it and flees from those who abuse it. If you see money as a seed, you will plant it. If you see money as a tool, you will use it wisely. But if you see money as something temporary, something to be spent carelessly, then it will leave you as quickly as it came. Your financial life is a reflection of your financial mindset. If you do not like what you see in your finances, do not start by looking at your job, your salary, or your economy. Start by looking at the way you think. Poverty is not about a lack of money. It is about a lack of vision, wisdom, and discipline. Before poverty manifests in a person's bank account, it first takes root in their thinking. A poor mind will always produce a poor life, no matter how much money comes into a person's hands. You can remove a person from poverty, but if their mindset remains the same, they will eventually return to that condition. On the other hand, you can take away everything from a wealthy person, but if their mind is still rich, they will rebuild their wealth. Poverty begins where excuses are stronger than discipline. A person with a poverty mindset will always find a reason why they cannot succeed, blaming the government, the economy, their background, or circumstances. But true financial success does not start with external conditions. It starts with internal transformation. Many people believe that money will solve their problems, but money only magnifies who you already are. If you are undisciplined, money will amplify your lack of control. If you're wise, money will multiply your wisdom. A poverty mindset is rooted in fear of risk, fear of failure, fear of loss. It keeps people trapped in small thinking, afraid to invest, afraid to step out, afraid to learn. This is why some people stay in jobs they hate, earning just enough to survive, because their mindset tells them that security is better than opportunity. But true financial freedom comes when you break free from that fear and embrace the reality that wealth is not created by working harder. Many people with a poverty mindset live in a cycle of consumption. The moment money enters their hands, they spend it. They live for instant gratification, choosing temporary pleasure over long-term gain. Instead of investing, they indulge. Instead of multiplying, they waste. They see money as something to be spent, not something to be stewarded. And as a result, their financial situation never changes. But wealthy people think differently. They understand that money is a seed, not just a tool for spending. They know that discipline today creates freedom tomorrow. A poverty mindset also resents wealth. It looks at successful people with jealousy instead of curiosity. It criticizes rather than learns. It assumes that wealth is unfairly distributed instead of understanding the principles that create it. But here is the truth. Wealth is not just for a select few. It is not about luck or privilege. It is about mindset, habits, and financial intelligence. When you learn the principles that govern wealth, Apply discipline and change your thinking, your financial reality will follow. If you want to break free from financial struggle, you must first break free from poverty thinking. Challenge your beliefs about money. Stop seeing wealth as something that happens to others and start seeing it as something you can create. Take responsibility for your financial future. Learn, grow, and apply the principles of wealth. Because poverty is not a lack of money, it is a lack of the right mindset. And the moment your thinking shifts, everything else will begin to change.